Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first ever 22U Mets game here to start off the regular season here at Mainland Ballpark, right beside Canada Game Center here in lovely Lacewood, Nova Scotia. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday, just like we are here, bringing some high-quality baseball. Counts currently 2-1, and we got a ground ball straight to second base. Trickling, and that's going to fall down, and we're going to get an infield single here to start off the game for the East Coast Royals. Justin Blanchard coming up to bat now is going to be Adam Woodman here for the East Coast Royals.
The right fielder, number 17, Adam Woodman.
He's playing right field this game. That's going to be a line ground ball straight into right field as he's going to get his first hit of the game. 2-1 here for the East Coast Royals, starting off hot. On the bump for the Mets is going to be Adam Saucy. He tries to recollect himself after giving up 2 hits here early in the first inning. No outs. Coming up to bat. That's going to be ball one. 1-0 count here. Adam Saucy looking to get some pitches up, get a feel for the hitters early in this game. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be popped up. Catcher calls it. That's going to be in the glove for out number 1. 2 on here for the East Coast Royals. 1 out now. Looking to see some movement on the base paths early this game.
First baseman, number 13, Luke Grandy.
Coming up next here for the East Coast Royals, Luke Grandy. He's going to be playing first base this game. First pitch for the at-bat coming the way. Double steal. Ball's loose. Catcher's going to walk over to it as both runners advance. Now runners on third and second here for the East Coast Royals. Grandy's going to look to drive one in, get a couple RBIs early. There's going to be a catcher-pitcher meeting here. Pretty early for one of these, as hopefully they get their discussion underway, and we'll be right back. Hopefully words were exchanged there. Some positivity between the pitcher and the catcher, a relationship that's unmatched on the baseball diamond. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be inside at the kneecaps there for ball 2. No holes here at either bases. Pitcher just wants to focus on the batter, and that's going to be a breaking ball high up in the air. Third baseman calls it. That's going to be an infield fly out. 2 outs now. Saucy's getting back into it after getting 2 runners on, and now has 2 outs back-to-back. Now coming up next,
Number 11, Jordan Smith.
Jordan Smith here. Lefty on righty combo. Could see a base hit coming. That's going to be strike number 1. Catches the right side corner. Small leads here from the runners. No hold at either base. 0-1 pitch coming in. That's high and away. Runner comes in from third. Double steal, and East Coast is going to get the first run of the game off of a wild pitch. Runner at third now here for the East Coast Royals. One count now. That's going to be popped up. Second baseman drops He gets the catch, and that's going to be out number 3 to finish the first half of this first inning here at Mainland Ballpark. And we're back here for the bottom half of the first inning, as pitching here for the East Coast Royals is going to be Christopher McCarthy. Behind the dish catching him is going to be Quinn Fox, number 63, as we get ready. Starting off is going to be Xander Brown for the Mets. On deck is going to be Lucas Taylor as we get ready for the first pitch of the bottom half of this inning. First pitch comes in. That's going to be high over top of the head. Going to read that for ball 1. Stepping back in the box, getting ready here for the 1-0 pitch. Pitcher gets set, coming in. That's going to be low, ball 2. Two-0 pitch on its way in. That's going to find the strike zone. Strike 1 there, 2-1 count. McCarthy's getting his way back into this inning. Starting off with 2 balls isn't always good, but first inning, shake off all the nerves. 2-1. Ground ball going to third base. That's going to be trickle past the third baseman, and it's going to be another infield ground ball. Single. One goes for either team here in this inning, as the first one came to Justin Blanchard. As he led off the top of the first. Now coming up, Lucas Taylor. Playing center field today. Deep center field here in Mainland, I can say personally, says 375, but feels a lot longer than that. That's going to be strike number one. Starting off hot, 1-0 count here, Lucas Taylor. Can't be too selective. Throws back there to first base to pick off the runner. It goes offline, can't get the tag down as that's going to go high. Beautiful day here after a big rainstorm in lovely Lacewood, Nova Scotia. That's going to be a ground ball, shortstop. Can he turn two? Fumbles the second base throw. He's going to be safe. Safe at second, safe at first. Now they have two runners on here for the Mets with no outs. Now coming up to bat, it's going to be Brock Townsend. Able to drive a runner in here too.
The shortstop, number 26, Brock Townsend.
Lefty batter here, righty matchup. Oh, pitch coming in. That's going to be high. Pop up in the infield. Pitcher calls for it. Able to catch it in the sun and no runners move there on the infield fly. It's going to be one out now for the East Coast Royals.
The catcher, number 14, Isaac Murray.
Isaac Murray now up to the dish for the Mets. Second baseman closes in here on the runner at two. Trying to make a move back. No budge there from the runner. Takes an extra lead off, and now, pitch comes in. That's going to be high. Ball one. Good read there by the batter. High fastball, easy to swing at least for me. Steps back in the box, get a couple taps there on the plate. And gets ready here for the second pitch of the at-bat. McCarthy. Leg kick, he's going to send it back, and that's going to be a little late as the runner's back there at two. Still a 1-0 game here for the East Coast Royals. Mets really looking to get their first run of the game. First run on High Button Sports of the season. Many more to come. Next pitch comes in. He's going to swing. Strike two. Sorry. He walks out there, grabs some pine tar. Strike one there, sorry. 1-1 count. One out. A lot of ones here on the scoreboard. Still a runner at first and second here for the Mets. No lead from the first base runner. Big lead, however, for a runner at two. Trying to get some movement on the base pass here. 1-1 pitches in. That's going to be swung on. Strike two in the dirt. Has to be very cautious about what he swings at now. He's got to protect the plate, that's for sure. Now that's going to be high up in the air. That's going to go into shallow right field. That's going to be picked up by the outfielder there, and that's going to be out number two. Runners stay at first and second. What a run there from the second baseman and the right fielder as they're able to both track the ball down.
Second baseman, number 25, Camden Weatherby.
Camden Weatherby now up to the dish here for the Mets, trying to drive a run in here on two outs. That's going to be low. Ball one as that's in the dirt. McCarthy, not a bad outing so far. Two early infield hits. Trying to redeem himself and have a scoreless first. Fake throw to second base there to get the runner back. Camden Weatherby now. Step in the box. Now the pitch coming. That's going to be low. Squeak through. Runner from second and third are going to move. Second and first. Sorry, now they're at second and third. Both runners now in scoring position. Able to have the lead now on the stick. 2-0 count. Pitch coming in. Get a swing on it. That's going to squeeze past the first baseman. Fair ball. Runners from third and second are going to score. Cut off to the second baseman, and that's going to be a 2-1 game. Mets have the lead now. Big hit there by Camden Weatherby, able to score 2 with 2 outs. Shows his valuability in the clutch positions. Now coming up next is going to be Jack Grant, number 11 for the Mets. Runner going to second now. Catcher throws it down. That's going to be hopped, and that's going to be shallow. Runner's going to get there in time. Mets now a player at second, scoring position. Big opportunity for Grant to get the first RBI of this game at Mainland. That pitch is going to squeak by. Catcher's going to run back to it. Runner's at third now. Base hit would score, make it 3-1 for the Mets. Let's see if that goes down here. 2-0 count. Pitch comes in. That's going to be 3-0 now. 2 outs. Will coach give him the green light on the 3-0 count? Pitch is going to come in. That's going to be inside, strike one. 3-1 now. McCarthy getting back into this at-bat. Getting ready for the 3-1 pitch. Coming in. That's going to be high. Ball 4, Getting used to the commentary here for baseball. Just wrapped up week 4 and week 5 over at the Montreal Meltdown. That can all be found on the High Button Sports website at thehighbuttonsports.ca. Check out the vault for all past, present, or future High Button live streams that will be filmed on that website. Big hockey fans here in Nova Scotia. If you guys want to watch some future draft talent, get your inner scouting out, make sure to check out the High Button Sports website. Runners at second and third now. 1-0 pitch coming in. Swung on. Strike one. 1-1 now. 2 outs. Mets take a early 2-1 lead. Pitcher ready for the 1-1 pitch. Coming in. That's popped up in the air. That's going to be over to the first baseline. Second baseman goes for a jog and catches it on the run towards the wall. Out number 3 is we'll be back for the beginning of the second inning here on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the top of inning number 2 as East Coast Royals are going to take the bats now.
Off the top of the second inning for East Coast. Second baseman number 12.
Jacob Smith is going to be up to bat now for the Royals. Oh, pitch coming in. That's going to be high. He's going to be back for a foul ball. Strike 1. That's going to be a ripper, and that's going to go left field. That's going to stay fair. He's going to round it 2, throw to second. He's going to hold him at 1. What a throw there by the left fielder. Keeping him to just a single. Big defensive play there for the Mets.
Third baseman number 61, Cameron Peters.
Cameron Peters up to the dish. He's going to call time early in this at-bat. Tying runner at first base here for the East Coast Royals. Starting off hot, no outs in the second inning. Throw back to first base. Runner's going to be there. Throw back to the pitcher. Saucy gets ready. Getting the call from Isaac Murray behind the dish. Throw down. Runner breaks for second. Ball comes back. Murray's going to not keep the ball in front of him there, and runner advances to 2. Saucy gets ready here for the 1-0 pitch. Runner at second now, taking a pretty big lead. Nobody holding them up. That's going to come in. That's going to be ball number 2. Here comes the pitch, 2-0. Batter swings now. 2-1. 50-50 raffle going on here at Mainland Ballpark. That's going to be swung on, foul off the wall and back onto the grass. 2-2 count now. Saucy gets back into it. Saucy with the 2-2 pitch. Curve ball, that's going to go high. Close one there, almost hit the top of the strike zone. Three-two, full count now. Run comes in, he swings on it. Umpire checks, he says so, and that was a high inside, very inside. Strike 3 call, 1 out here for the Mets. Runner still on second. Now coming up, going to be Jeffrey Garcia Burns. Tying run at second base here for the Royals. 0-0 pitch. That's going to find the strike zone for strike 1. Couple of familiar names here for me on the Mets lineup. Played with Max Mitchell and Brady Bishop in U18 a little bit last year. One now. Burns jumps back into the box. He's ready. Saucy just getting the call. Now he's ready. Bump coming in. That's going to be low and right side there. Ball 2, sorry. That's going to be fouled back. 2-2 now. Counts even. Two pitch coming in. That's going to hit the ground. 3-2 counts full. One out. Runner still on second. No advancement yet from him. That's going to be fouled. Hit straight into the plate there. Ball doesn't roll anywheres. 3-2 still. Burns stays alive. Next game coming up for the Mets is going to be against the East Coast Royals once again, but it's going to be at Weir Field, 7 p.m. Sunday, June 2nd. Back here at Mainland Commons for another game here, Wednesday, June 5th at 7:30, and that's going to be against the Metro Marlins. That's going to be live on High Button Sports. Don't miss it. Runner on second and first now after the walk for Burns. Quinn Fox now up to bat. One out. Lead runner on first, tying run on second. Little claps there from the second baseman to throw off the runner, and he's going to run for third. No run from the first base runner, so runner's on 3-1. Catcher Isaac Murray's going to call the infield now for a play, so they can defend the tying run over at 3. One 0 pitch. Shows bunt. Pulls back right away. Now it's ball 2. 2-0. Two-0 pitch. That's going to be high. Runner goes second. Runner stays at 3. Now third and second for the Royals here. 3-0 count. Walk would have the bases loaded. And then we'd be back at the top of the order for Justin Blanchard, who already has an infield single here today. That's going to be strike one. 3-1 now. Sosi stays in the bat. That's going to be high on the left corner. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Justin Blanchard now up to bat. Time's called here. Head coach Jay Boak is going to go up to the mound, have a little discussion, as we'll be right back after this quick break here on High Button Sports. Coach said what he needed to say as we're back here. Umpire and catcher going back to home plate. Hope everybody enjoys as we're going to start off the Mets season here today. Leave your opinions in the comments or in the live chat. As community voices matter as well here on High Button Sports. Oh, pitch. That's going to be an infield ground ball. throws to first. That's going to be out number 3. Runner tapped out at home plate as well. So we'll be back for the second half of the second inning. Mets still up 2-1 after a scoreless first inning. Yep. And we're back here for the bottom half of inning number 2. Mets have a 2-1 lead. As we get ready here.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for Halifax, first baseman number 68, Brady Bishop.
Brady Bishop up to the dish. Fellow U18 AAA Mets player last year. Had an unbelievable season for them. Oh, pitch. That's going to be ball number 1. One 0 pitch. That's going to be high, ball 2. Good read there by Bishop. Beautiful day out here for some baseball. Couldn't ask for a better one. Sun's out, clear skies. That's a pretty rare occurrence here at Mainland Ballpark, as few local ball players I'm sure all know. Three 0 count. That's going to be high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk there for Brady Bishop. Runner on first now for the Mets. Coming up to bat now is going to be another fellow U18 AAA Mets player, Max Mitchell. Played on Citadel High School with his brother Thomas Mitchell, U17 Nova Scotia prospect. Beat out the Mets in the early bird tournament last weekend. What an electric tournament that was. Max Mitchell rips it, and that's going to be high, and that's going to be caught by the left fielder. Out number 1 here for the Royals. Bishop's going to stay at 1. Can never complain about some contact, as baseball contact doesn't come too often. Now we're back to leading off, as that's going to be Xander Brown. Playing third base today. Oh, pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 1. Small lead from Bishop at first. Breaking ball. That's going to go high and off target. Ball number 2. Hitters count now. 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball number 3. Brady takes a extra lead, comes back to first. Catcher debating on whether if he should throw it back to the first baseman or not. 3-0 pitch. That's high. Ball number 4. Now coming up, Lucas Taylor got on base off of an error in the first inning.
Center fielder number 21, Lucas Taylor.
Runners at second and first. 0 pitch. That's going to catch the outside of the strike zone. Strike number 1. Not very many counts. Started off with a strike so far in this game. First one, I believe, for McCarthy. Second pitch of the at-bat. It's going to be low. Ball 1. 1-1 count with 1 out. Couple insurance runs here for the Mets. Wouldn't hurt. 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Strike 2. A lot of use of the fastball here in this game from McCarthy. See if that command with the fastball keeps up, or are you going to try with the breaking ball? It's going to be high, and ball number 2. 2-2 count now. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be away. 3-2 now. Full count. One out. Full count pitch coming in. Runner. Bishop moves. Throw down to third. It's going to be off as the third baseman drops the ball. Now base is going to be loaded. Brady Bishop showing off the wheels early in this game, testing out the catcher's arm, able to beat it out. Big inning here for the Mets. Only 1 out. Last thing they want to do is serve a ground ball into the middle infield and turn 2. Gonna try to aim this one to the corners. Or lift it up for a sac fly, maybe even. We'll find out now as 0-0 count comes in. Swung on, that's going to come back. Watch out as that hits the bleachers. Have to keep our heads up here at the Mainland Ballpark. That's going to hit him, and that's one way to advance the runners. Hit by pitch. Bases loaded. Brady Bishop's going to touch home plate, as he does just there. 3-1 Mets. 1 out in the second inning. Timeout as shortstop's going to have a quick little chat here with McCarthy. Just give him a little words of motivation to continue him through this bottom half. Baseball is all about a mental game here, folks. That's going to be high up. Second baseman chasing after, and that's going to hit the dirt. Foul ball, 0-1 count now here on Isaac Murray. One 0 count. That's going to be high. Ball 1, 1-1 now. Counts tied up. McCarthy's pretty high up on the pitches just for being in the second inning. That's going to be grounded left side, foul ball, and now 1-2 on the count. McCarthy getting the signals behind the plate. Gets set up on the bump. 1-2 now. Comes in. That's going to be high. 2-2. Base is still loaded. Last thing Murray wants is an infield ground ball to end the inning. That's going to be high. Ball number 3. That's going to go off the helmet. Time. Murray's going to wear that one. Shake it off. Take a little breath and make his way over to first base. That's going to score a runner now. 4-1 for the Mets. Base is still loaded. Hopefully Murray isn't too rattled up off of that one. Coach is going to come out, take a little discussion here with MacArthur, as we'll be right back after this quick break. Pitching change coming up. MacArthur's going to come out of the game as we see who's going to come out now. As I believe it's going to be Trenton Cormier coming in now for the Royals, as we'll be right back after he gets his warm-up pitches in. And we're back here after the pitching change as Trenton Cormier comes in on the bump here for the Royals. Starts off early, fast. First pitch, that's going to be in for strike number 1. Oh, 0-1 count now. 1 out. Bases loaded. 0-2. Fouled back. Little discussion here between the batting coach there at third base and the batter. Mets have 2 scored in this inning so far. 4-1 lead now. Camden Weatherby trying to drive a couple more in here for the Mets. Oh, 2 pitch comes in, swung on high up in the air. That's going to be called off by the second baseman, able to track it out through the sun. Out number 2. Bases loaded. Any bag now here for the Royals.
Left fielder number 11, Jack Grant.
Jack Grant now up to the dish. Oh, count. That goes way behind him on the breaking ball. Couldn't get the proper spin on it. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Ball coming in. That's swung on. Strike 1 now. Even count. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Swung on. Strike number 2. One, 2 count. That's going to be swung on in the infield. Thrown over to second base to get the out number 3, as we'll be right back for the top of the 3rd here on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the top of the 3rd. 4-1 here for the Mets after they had 2 runs off of no hits at the bottom of the 2nd inning. Still on the mound here is going to be Adam Sosi. Sorry about the wait there, folks, as we get ready to start off the top of the 3rd. Oh, count now coming in. Swung on high in the air to left field. Left fielder calls it. Caught there for out number 1. One out now here for the Halifax Mets. DeWolf now up to bat here for the Royals.
Center fielder number 24, Ryan DeWolf.
Here comes the 0-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for strike number 1 down the middle. Sat on there by DeWolf. Second AB here of the game. Swung on. That's going to be an infield ground ball. Played there by the shortstop. Thrown over to first. Gets the runner out. 2 outs now here for the Mets. On only 3 pitches. Can't really complain about that. Keeping the pitch count low here for Sosi.
First baseman number 13, Luke Grandy.
Luke Grandy now up to the dish here for the Royals. Trying to get something started here. A little 2-out rally maybe. Swung on there for strike number 1. 2 outs. Royals really looking to get this lead cut down. 0-1 pitch. That's going to go through the legs there, Murray. Swung on. That's going to go foul behind the dish. 1-2 count now. Grandy's going to have to battle here. Keep his AB alive as long as possible. That's going to hit the dirt there. 2-2, count even. Good eye there from Grandy. Much needed when you get in a 2-strike count. That's going to ring him up. Strike number 3. 3 up, 3 down here for the Mets as we'll be back for the bottom of inning number 3. As we get ready here to start off the bottom of the 3rd inning, waiting for the batter to get up to the dish. This game here is brought to you by the sponsor of the Halifax Mets 22UAAA team is going to be Car Evo. Car sales here in Atlantic, Canada, where everybody can get approved.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for Halifax.
Can't go wrong with that.
Number 34, Keegan Wade Parker.
Keegan Wade Parker up to the dish here to lead off for the Mets here in the bottom of the 3rd. 0-0 count. That's going to hit the dirt on the right side for ball number 1. One 0 count. Pitch comes in, swung on, strike 1. Count even now at 1 apiece. That's high, watch out as that almost hits the noggin there. 2-1 the count. 2-1 coming in. Swung on, high in the air. Big run in here for the right fielder as that goes into the mitt. Out number 1. Good start here for the Royals for the bottom of the 3rd inning. As the bottom of the 2nd, Mets had 2 runs with no hits. Not a fantastic start, but plenty of innings left here of baseball. Brady Bishop now up to the dish. Swung on, strike number 1. That's going to be a slider and low for ball number 1. Fun fact here about Brady Bishop. Big hockey guy, played 3 years over on the Citadel hockey team alongside his brother, Ben Bishop, senior over at Citadel High School. Two-one pitch, swung on. That's going to go over the third base line. Bad read there by the third base, and that's going to be infield error there. Brady Bishop on 1. Now coming up to bat, Max Mitchell. Big strike zone on the guys. He's pretty tall. That's going to be ripped over to the second baseman. He's going to catch it, throw it over to 2, throw over to first. In time, as that's going to be turn 2, 3 outs here. As we head to the top of the 4th here on High Button Sports. We'll be right back after this quick break. And we're back here for top of the 4th. Jordan Smith now up to bat, number 11 here for the Royals. Looking to start off the Royals half of the inning hot. First pitch comes in, that's going to be low. Ball number 1 as that's low and away. Sosi gets the call coming in, 1-0. He's going to hit the dirt inside. Ball number 2. Finding his way on both sides of the strike zone. Just got to get more lift on the ball here as A little bit too much lift, and that's going to be high inside. Ball number 3, 3-0 count here for Jordan Smith. Let's see if the coach gives him the green light. That's going to be ball number 4. Jordan Smith now heads to first base, and here comes his brother, Jacob Smith, number 12.
Second baseman, number 12, Jacob Smith.
Big lead over there. First. Oh, pitch is going to be high and away. Ball number 1. One 0 pitch, high inside. Ball 2 now. Beautiful night here as we can adjust the camera settings here soon so everybody at home can fully admire the sunset here at Mainland Ballpark shining off the buildings. In the background, that's going to be high. Ball 3, 3-0 count, back-to-back now. Not an ideal situation for the pitcher. Back-to-back, 3-pitch, 3 balls. Now that's going to be high. Ball 4, 8 straight balls here. Catcher's going to come and have a little meeting with Sosi here as we'll see what they have to discuss about. Umpire behind the dish gives home plate a good brush there. Murray and Sosi. Having a little discussion. That discussion wraps up. Sosi back on the bump and Murray making his way back behind the dish.
Third baseman, number 61, Cameron Peters.
Cameron Peters now up to the dish, batting in the 7th spot for the Royals. That's going to be low side of the strike zone for strike number 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Delivered, bunt sign. It's going to be outside, taken back. 1-1 now the count. It's nice for a little mix-up here on High Button Sports as we're usually in a tin can of a rink or somewhere cold, as now we get to enjoy the summer breeze and the summer sunsets here in the city we love most, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Bunt sign, perfect bunt, hits the runner. Thrown over to first, gets him at 1. Big play there to get the first out of the inning. Runners on 2nd and 3rd now. Scoring position. Tying runner now up at the plate, Garcia Burns. Looking to drive a couple runners in here for the Royals, and Sosi looking to get out of this jam here that he's in. That's going to be inside for strike number 1 to start off the AB. Sosi's going to get his feet back into this inning. Oh, 1 pitch, high and away. Ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out now in the top of this inning. One pitch, delivered down the pipe there for strike number 2 on the AB. Burns now has to be in protect mode. Sosi has a couple pitches to work with. Leading in the count here. Thrown, breaking ball. Close along the corner. Burns gets the call, 2-2 the count. Nice way there for Sosi to work in the breaking ball. As another fastball comes along, that's going to be fouled back right towards us here in the booth. 2-2, count stays the same. Even count, pitch comes in, breaking ball, drilled foul, left side. Burns did a good job there to set on the breaking ball on the 2-2 count. As we've seen, breaking ball, fastball, breaking ball. Will the pattern stay the same, or is he going to throw back to back? We'll find out here. See steps on the mound. Umpire gives the play ball signal. Now the pitch comes in. That's going to be high and away. Counts full, 3-2. Fastball comes inside. Fouled back. Count stays full here. Sosi gets the signal, steps, delivers into the dirt, advances the runner. Now bases loaded here for the Royals. One out. Mets looking to turn two as they got a shallow infield. Time's going to be called. Manager is going to come out to the bump. So we'll be right back after this quick break here on High Button Sports. And we're back here. The fourth inning, bases loaded for the Royals, one out. Coming up to bat now, Riley O'Toole here for the Royals. Gets set in the box, trying to drive a couple runs in here. That's going to be high up in the air, driven to left field. It's going to be caught by the shortstop. Runners are going to stay put. Now 2 outs here in the inning. Big start for the new pitcher. Jeremy Clark comes in for Sosi. Coming in with the bases loaded isn't always the easiest thing to do as a pitcher, especially reliever. One ball here in the count. 1-0 pitch comes in. That's going to catch the left side corner for strike one. Clark gets ready on the bump. Double leg pump. That's high up in the air. Murray's going to track it. It drops down, unable to secure it in the glove. Shakes it off and throws it back to Clark. Good teamwork there as Clark throws him the mass back in a return. Little tradesies there between the pitcher and the catcher. Pitch comes in. That's going to be high at the eyeballs there. 2-1 now the count. 2 outs. Tying run over at first base here for the Royals. 2-1 pitch. High and outside. 3-1 now. Clark, after her first AB of the game, having a 1 pitch, 1 out. Now in a full count situation. And that's going to be swung on. Strike 3 as that's going to wrap up the first half of this inning, as we'll be back for the second half here shortly. Now at the bottom half of the fourth inning as we get ready here. Xander Brown leading it off for the Mets. Oh, count. Pitch comes in down the middle. That's going to be ripped past the third baseman. Shortstop can't get a throw off. Smart play, leaves it in the hands. Single there now for the Mets. Xander Brown, big lead off. Now in the 2 spot, Lucas Taylor comes up trying to move Xander Brown over and get on base himself. Let's see if that's the result of this AB now. Oh, pitch coming in. High. Sat on there for ball number 1. Runner takes the lead over at first. 1-0 count. Pitch comes in. Strike number 1. Counts even now. Oh, no outs. One pitch. Outside. Good eye there. Counts now going to be 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Catches the outside corner. Now 2-2. Counts even. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time, as that's going to be a stolen base there for Xander Brown. 3-2 count. Smart move there. He catches the catcher off guard. Now runner in scoring position here for Lucas Taylor. Pitch comes in. That's going to be high and goes behind the catcher. Taylor's going to advance to first, and Xander Brown is going to go to third now. Runners on the corners here for the Mets. In the 3 spot's going to be Brock Townsend looking to drive a runner in. Maybe even 2.
The shortstop, number 26, Brock Townsend.
Fresh count now here for the pitcher as Townsend's in the box. That's going to be low. Ball number 1 on the count. Townsend ready for the pitch. That's going to be ripped along the first baseline. Sorry about that, and that goes foul. Counts now even at 1 apiece.
So listen for the lucky ticket holder, 922-133. If you've got that ticket, come on up to the press box and get your money.
Winner not found yet here for the 50-50 at this game. Pitch is outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. That's ripped on high. That's going to go out of play. Foul. Counts even at 2 apiece now. Cormier. Eyes down the catcher for the sign. Set for the 2-2 pitch. Coming in. That's going to be low. Ball 3 counts full now. Runners at the corners here for the Mets. Walk would result in bases loaded. Anything in the air on the ground could potentially score 1. Full count pitch comes in inside. Bases loaded now here for the Mets with no outs. Big inning here. They're looking to add some insurance on the board. Catcher Isaac Murray now walking up to the dish. Got hit by pitch in his last AB. Wore one off the helmet. Doesn't seem to have any effect on him.
The catcher, number 14, Isaac Murray.
Oh, count. First pitch is going to be high and ball number 1. Murray steps out of the box, takes a practice swing, steps back in. Looks at the pitcher as here comes the 1-0 pitch. Down the middle, ripped into left field. Left fielder going back for it. That's going to go off the wall. Runner's going to score from 3. Rounding third. That's going to be 2 runs scored. 3 runs scored for the Mets as that's going to be a bases clearing double for our Murray. As they now have a 7-1 lead. Clearly the ball off the helmet had no effect on Isaac Murray as he rips that one in between the left and center field gap. Able to get 3 RBIs off the hit. Now Weatherby has a runner in scoring position. First pitch going to be low, ball number 1. Weatherby ready for the 1-0 pitch. Inside, Ball 2. Two 0 pitch swung on there. Strike 1 in the count. 2-1 now. Not a bad count to swing in as he has some pitches to work with down at the box. That's going to be outside. Ball 3, 3-1 now. Weatherby has a chance to grip it and rip it. Or take ball 4. All depends now on what Cormier gives to him. As that's going to be ball 4. Runners on second and first now here for the Mets. No out still in this bottom half of the 4th. Just want to give a quick shout out to the Halifax Mets 22UAAA sponsor, Car Evo. Car sales all across Atlantic Canada. Call them and get accepted or approved right away. No hassle needed. So that first pitch of the AB is going to go in for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Going to be inside. Doesn't find the strike zone. Counts even at 1 apiece now. Getting ready in the box. Jack Grant. Ready for the even 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Just a little bit above it. Steps out of the box to recollect himself a little bit. Now in protect mode as he's behind in the count. Runners on second and first for the Mets. 1-2 pitch swung on, and that's going to be the first out of the bottom half of the 4th. Comes by strikeout there for Cormier. DH Keegan Wade Parker now steps into the box. Righty on righty matchup, looking to drive this one. Score a runner from 2, and that's going to be fouled back. Hits the pole right beside us here in the booth. Good job there by teammate Brady Bishop to go retrieve the ball behind the plate. 0-1 pitch comes in. That's going to be outside. Finds the strike zone. 2-0 now the count. Cormier has the count he wants as the 0-2 pitch comes in. That's high up in the air. Could advance the runner from 2 as that's caught. Runner from 2 heads to third. That pass ball. Runner from first stays. Runners on the corners now for the Mets as there's 2 outs in the inning. Brady Bishop now put up to the task to drive the runner in from third. Get on base. Or battle out this AB. Bishop drives it. Will that get past the shortstop? Shortstop throws from short now. Out's going to be the call after that bang-bang play over at first, as that's going to wrap up the 4th inning, and we'll be right back here for Top 5 here on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the top of the 5th inning. Mets currently have a 7-1 lead over the East Coast Royals.
Leading off the top of the fifth inning for East Coast.
Jeremy Clark on the bump here for the Mets after coming in the 4th. First pitch finds the strike zone. Strike one now. 0-1's going to be the count. Temperature starts to drop here in Halifax as dusk slowly comes around. Count's going to be even at 1 apiece now. That's high up in the air. Chasing after it. Second baseman's going to call it. Tracks it back and secures it in the mitt for out number 1. Now coming up to bat is Ryan DeWolf, playing center field for the Royals this game. 0 count. First pitch comes in. It's going to be high inside for ball number 1. One ball, no strikes in the count now. 1-0 pitch on its way in. Swung on for strike 1. Batter loses some grip there on the bat. Calls for some pine tar from the dugout. He's going to get the sticky stick on the bat. Now Rise back at the box. Count even at 1 apiece with 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-1 pitch. Delivered outside. Ball 2. Pitch high. Down the middle, but a little bit too high. 3 balls, 1 strike now. DeWolf has a hitter's count. Let's see if he takes advantage of it here on the 3-1 pitch, as that's going to be high inside. Ball 4. Runner on first now with 1 out in the inning. Grandy now up to bat. Runner on first. Let's see. As that pitch is high up in the air, and that's going to go back. Out of play. Foul ball. 1 strike now in the count. Clark starting to get feel up there on the bump. That first pitch strike. 0-1 pitch comes in. That's going to be a little bit too low for ball 1. That's going to be swung on. Strike 2 now. 1-2 the count. Runners on first. That's going to be a little bit too high. Count even at 2 apiece now for Grandy. 2-2 count. He's got to be protective up there at the plate, but also have a good enough eye to get that 3rd ball. So that's going to be 2 inside there. Counts full now. 1 out. Runner at first. Let's see if he has any movement there. 3-2 pitch comes in, swung on. Strike 3, 2 outs now in the inning.
The shortstop, number 11, Jordan Smith.
Jordan Smith now. Oh, pitch. He's going to find the top right corner of the strike zone for strike one. Runner still at first here for the Royals. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be too high for ball one. Still a 7-1 game. Royals looking to crawl back and cut this lead down piece by piece. Thrown back to first base. Gets the tag on him, but umpire says safe. Bang, bang play there. Fanatics over at home. You guys want, you guys can replay that over on the YouTube Live. Be your own little umpire. 2-1 pitch, fouled off. Count even at 2 apiece now with 2 outs. 7-1 still the score. Runner still on first here for the Royals. No movement there. Two pitch. Outside, there's the breaking ball, goes off target. Watch out as that crawls up towards the second base. As that goes back over to Clark. He steps on the bump now. No movement over by the runner at first. Counts full. He's going to move now on the delivery. No movement there by the runner. That's going to be runners at second and first now. As Jacob Smith comes into the box for the Royals, looking to drive a runner in. Gets a little taps there on the home plate as he's ready. Oh, pitch. Comes in, swung on, strike one. 0-1 now the count. Oh, 1 pitch. Double leg pump there as that's going to be fouled out of play. 0-2. Good count here for Clark with 2 outs in the inning. Smith has to battle this one out as he has a runner on second and first, scoring position. Looking to cut this lead down 1 by 1. 1 hack at a time. Steps off the mound. Clark needs to reset. Get another signal there by Murray behind the dish. Steps back on the bump, takes a lean in. Murray gives him the sign as now he's set. 0-2 pitch coming in. That's going to find the right corner for strike 3. 3 outs as we'll be back here for the bottom of the 5th on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th. 7-1 Mets as they're up to bat now. Last inning, 3 runs off of 2 hits, 2 errors over there by the Royals. Swung on in the 0 count. Now 0-1.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth for Halifax. Right fielder, number 23, Max Mitchell.
Max Mitchell up to the plate. 0-1 pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner for strike 2. As you see him choke up on the bat in there. Got to get quick to the ball. Put it in play or battle it out as he's going to foul it back. Good protection there by Max Mitchell.
Correction, now batting number 31, Oscar Kazuric.
0-2 pitch. Swung on high up in the air. Left fielder tracks it. Secures it in the glove for out number 1 to start off the bottom of the 5th. Nothing like a early summer view here at Mainland Ballpark. Purple and pink skies behind us along the tree line. Pretty beautiful ballpark when it's not a foggy day. As 0-0 pitch. Going to be low inside for ball number 1. One-zero pitch delivered. That hits the umpire there. Ball 2. 2-0, sorry. Back at the top of the order here for the Mets. Xander Brown leading it off. Looking to start off the bottom of the 5th strong. Get a couple more runs up on the board here for the Mets. Swung on. 2-1 now the count. No problem with swinging on a 2-0 pitch, especially one like that, as hitter has some pitches to work with there up at the plate. Gets to be selective up until the 2-strike mark. And that's going to catch the outside corner as he reaches that 2-strike mark here now. Fight or flight mode. Coming in now for Xander Brown as he's looking to battle here in this AB. 2-2 pitch. Delivered. Swung on straight to the shortstop. Into the hands, and that's going to be thrown over to first for the out number 2. Quick out there for the Royals as now we're at the 2 spot in the batting order. Lucas Taylor drove in off of a triple by Murray last inning. Luke Smith is going to be the pinch hitter. Oh, pitch. Low, ball 1. Ball goes behind the catcher there.
Now batting for Halifax, number 8, Luke Smith.
Luke Smith comes in for Lucas Taylor at the 2 spot. 1-0 pitch. It's going to be outside for ball number 2. Coming into the game here in the 5th inning. Really got to prove a point up at the dish. 2-0 pitch. Hitter's count. That's going to be inside for strike number 1. 2-1 now the count with 2 outs. Royals trying not to allow any more runs in these last 3 innings, sorry. 2-1 pitch, delivered. That's going to catch the strike zone. Count even at 2 apiece now. Two straight strikes here from Trenton Cormier. That pitch is going to be fouled back. Way to battle there by Luke Smith. Keeping himself alive there in that AB. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be low. Counts even or counts full now, 3-2. After a 2-0 early AB makes it 2-2 and now counts full. Luke Smith has to be protective. Have a good eye up there on the dish. 3-2 pitch delivered. Swung on. That's going to go into right field. Right fielder's walking back. Able to catch it for out number 3. So that's going to wrap up the 5th inning, and we'll be back for the top of the 6th here on High Button Sports. We're back here for the top of the 6th inning. Starting off here for the Royals is going to be Cameron Peters. Batting in the 7th spot for the team today. Mets currently hold a 7-1 lead. Pitch swung on. Strike 1. Count even now, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be ripped up the middle. Caught there by the shortstop. Throw over to first on target for out number 1. Slipped up there, Clark. But revived there by the shortstop as he's able to gun down the runner for the first out of the inning. Now Garcia Burns up to bat here for the Royals. Playing DH today. Can't complain about that. Get to sit in the dugout with your teammates and rip a couple line drives throughout the game. First pitch is going to go down the middle for strike number 1. Clark comes in with a 1-0 pitch. 0-1 pitch, sorry, as that's going to go high and out. Foul ball there, 0-2 now. 1 out already early in this inning. Clark's going to step off the mound and recollect as he's going to meet up with Murray here halfway, have a quick discussion. They both walk back to their positions. Beautiful night here at Mainland Ballpark in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Lights are on, shining off the field. Dirty breaking ball just high there for ball number 1. 1-2 now the count. Clark wanted it. He felt good about it. Had a lot of spin there on the ball. 1-2 pitch comes in. Fastball swung high. Strike 3 for out number 2 here on the inning. Clark gets the ball back now. Coming up to bat is going to be Riley O'Toole. As he comes in for Quinn Fox. That's swung on. Kicked back. 0-1 the count now with 2 outs. This could be the last inning here for Clark, as maybe the Mets will put a different pitcher in for the final inning. Brief discussion there at the mound. Third baseman and second baseman going to go back. Clark gets ready up on the bump. O'Toole gets ready in the box. Oh, 1 count, double pump there by Clark. That's going to go outside. Trickles to the backstop. 1-1 now. One pitch dealt inside. That's going to be ball number 2. 2-1 now. The count with 2 outs here. Clark trying to wrap up this inning. That pitch going to be low and away. 3-1 now the count. Hitters count here for O'Toole. Maybe looking for a chance to get another run on the board here for the Royals. Never too late to start. Baseball's a wild game. He's going to swing on that ball in the dirt. 3-2 now the count. Count's full. Clark working his way back into this AB. Comes in with a full count pitch. That's going to be high and away for ball number 4. Runner on first now here for the Royals. Potential 2-out rally starting. Justin Blanchard's going to come up to bat now. Leadoff hitter. Here's we reach the top of the order.
Top fielder number 2, Justin Blanchard.
2 outs. Looking to get the runner move in and get on base. Keep this inning alive here for the Royals. Oh, pitch. A high up in the air. Murray, third baseman, chasing after it. Murray's going to call it. Drops onto the ground. Blanchard's going to stay alive in this AB after first pitch pop up. 0-1 now the count. 2 outs. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on, strike 2 now. 0-2 here for Clark. Has a couple pitches to work with in this AB to work around Blanchard to make sure to wrap up this top half of the 6th. 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Blanchard stays alive in this at-bat. Make sure to come back here on High Button Sports, where the Mets are going to be playing all season long. Most games are going to be on Wednesday night, so at 7:30 Atlantic time. Any High Button Sports fans, long-time fans, here on the channel, if you guys want to get into some baseball, this is the perfect baseball to get into, as that's going to be a pop-up here. Third baseman tracks it back and catches it for out number 3. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 6th on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Mets up 7-1. Royals have yet to score a run since the first inning. Mets on a roll. Scoreless 5th for the Mets. Last time they scored a run was in the 4th, where they had 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors given by the Royals. Oh, pitch. It's going to find the outside corner for strike number 1. 0-1 now the count here with no outs. Pretty traditional outfield setup here for the Royals. Pitcher's going to walk towards the catcher. Have a quick discussion. Pitching change here for the Royals as well, as I forgot to mention. Cormier's going to come out. Not quite sure who's going in here. Not on my roster that I have in front of me. So we get ready here. 0-2 the count. 0-2 pitch. Delivered. That's going to be inside at the feet for ball 1. 1-2 now the count. Weatherby trying to work his way back into this AB, trailing by 2 strikes. Swung on. That's going to go towards the first baseman. Squeeze pass for a single. Rolls out over to the right fielder. So now runner at first after that. Weatherby single. Coming up to the plate now, Isaac Murray.
The catcher, number 14, Isaac Murray.
Isaac Murray had a bases clearing 3 RBI double last AB. Let's see if that streak continues. First pitch down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 now the count. 0 outs and a runner at first here for the Mets. Murray looking to get his 5th RBI. Oh, 1 pitch high up in the air. Right fielder and first baseman chasing after. That's going to go over the wall and out of play. Murray stays alive. 0-2 the count now. Murray's going to choke up on the bat here and try to protect. Quick bat to ball contact here in an 0-2 count. It's what you need. 0-2 pitch on the way. That's going to trickle towards the pitcher. Throw to second. Will he stay on second? Umpire's going to call him out, so the runner at second's going to be out. 1 out here for the Royals. Murray's going to go to first on a fielder's choice. Sorry, folks, that was Townsend that got the single to begin the bottom of the 6th here. Now up to bat is going to be Camden Weatherby. Playing second base here for the Mets today. 0-0 pitch. Delivered. That's going to go in between the shortstop and the third base there, and that's going to squeak by for another single. Weatherby actually gets a single this time, and Murray's going to be at second. Murray in scoring position now as we're going to have a pinch hitter come in. Maddox Young is going to come in for Jack Grant. Batting in the 6th spot now, coming in bottom of the 6th. Oh, and 1 on the first pitch. 1 out, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Sorry, 2nd and 1st. 0-1 pitch is going to find the outside corner. Strike 2. 0-2 now here. 1 out. Murray's in scoring position. He's going to take a decent lead. No hold there by the second baseman. That pitch is going to be inside. Little chin music there. 1-2 now the count. One-two pitch is going to find the middle of strike zone. Rung up for out number 2. Now coming up to the plate is going to be Keegan Wade Parker. DHing here for the Mets. Batting in the 7th spot with Murray on 2nd and Weatherby on 1st. Looking at another run to this lead here for the Mets. Pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 now the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Murray is going to stay leading off. Slowly walks back to 2nd. Doesn't make the full commitment. Stays out there leading off. 1-0. Pitch delivered. That's swung on. Strike 1. Counts even now 1 apiece now. Pitcher gets ready to deal the 1-1 pitch. Coming in. Swung on. High up in the air. Center fielder tracks it. Able to secure the catch for out number 3. So we'll be back here for the top of the 7th inning here on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the top of the 7th and final inning here at Mainland Ballpark, right beside Canada Game Center in lovely Lacewood, Nova Scotia. Little pitching change here for the Mets is now on the bump is going to be Kiwan Song, the closer here for the Mets. So he gets ready to wrap up this game as the Mets hold a 7-1 lead. First pitch of the inning, fouled back, out of play for strike number 1. Big start here for Song as he gets early lead in the count. Gets the call there by Murray. 0-1 pitch, delivered, swung on, strike 2. 2-strike lead here for Sung in the count. Has a lot of pitches to work with. That's going to be high, ball 1, 1-2. Now the count with no outs. Adam Woodman at the dish, trying to battle through this AB. Breaking ball, finds the corner of the strike zone, rings him up for strike number 3. 1 out now in the top of the 7th here for the Mets. First K of the inning here for Song. Now up to bat is going to be Ryan DeWolf, number 24 here for the Royals. That's going to find the strike zone. Strike 1, 0-1 on the count. Song yet to throw a ball in the first 2 ABs on the first pitch. Breaking ball is going to drop down right at the last second there for ball 1, 1-1, count even. DeWolf steps back in the batter's box. Song gets the sign here from Murray. Gets set. Kicks up the leg, 1-1 pitch. That's going to be too low. Can't find the zone for ball 2, 2-1. 1 out. DeWolf leading in the count here. Let's see if he'll take a hack at the 2-1 pitch. Song winds up, feeds it, and that's going to be low again for ball 3. Song makes his way back to the mound. Gets a quick look from Murray. Three-one pitch. Swung on, high fly ball. That's going to go out of play. 3-2, count full. 1 out, no runners on here for the Royals. Song looking to close out this game. Not necessarily a save here for Song as they have a 6-run lead. Full count pitch. Breaking ball, finds the strike zone, rings him up. That's 2 straight strikeouts here for Song on a breaking ball. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Now coming up to bat, number 22, Braden Boutlier. Boutlier in the box, left side. First pitch, strike. That's 3 straight ABs where the first pitch of him have been a strike here for Song. 3 for 3 on the day. Can't go wrong with that. That's going to be strike number 2, 0-2. Now they count with 2 outs. Song looking to close it here. 2 outs, no runners on, top of the 7th. Mets lead 7-1. Song winds up, 0-2 pitch. Swung on, that's going to be fair ball, ripped into right field, chasing after it along the corner. Boutlier's running for second, hits the cutoff man, throw to second, tag in there. Out number 3. What a run there by Boutlier. Can't get to second in time, and the Mets secure the victory. 7-1 win over the Royals. Here at Mainland Ballpark, it's Cohen Ingram running the mic and the camera. Luke Fitzner on the computer, making sure the stream looks nice and pretty. And we're going to be signing off here on High Button Sports. See you later.